Hello, I'm Megan McCarthy. Welcome to my lesson on planning strategies for narrative writing. This lesson is for a 7th grade English classroom. The content standard addressed in this lesson is 3, writing and composition. The evidence outcome will be that students will be able to write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences or events using effective technique, relevant descriptive details, and well-structured event sequences. Students will be able to use a variety of planning strategies to generate and organize ideas, such as brainstorming, mapping, and graphic organizers. The net standard addressed in this lesson is 1. Creativity and innovation. Students will create original works as a means of personal or group expression. The class will begin with an anticipatory set to help prepare the students for the lesson. The class will be divided in half, and each side will be given a sheet of paper with the same sentence. As the paper is passed around, a sentence will be added by each student, creating a story. At the end, 2 volunteers will read it. To conclude the set, ask the students what they learned from the activity. Next, there will be direct instruction on how to brainstorm. The students will receive an explanation on how to use the questions who, what, when, why, where, how, and so what. After instruction, the teacher and students will collaborate to fill out the brainstorm worksheet. This will check for understanding. As an application to the real world, ask your students what other professions need to brainstorm. Students should then be asked to close their eyes and visualize their own creative narrative. After visualizing, the students should independently fill out their own brainstorm worksheet while the teacher walks around the classroom praising and prompting. On a smartboard, show students how a graphic organizer can be made using shapes and text boxes. To check for understanding, ask students what could be taken from the brainstorm and transformed into the graphic organizer. Then have students come up to the board and practice. As a real-world application, ask students where else they have seen graphic organizers. Now that students are sufficiently prepared, have them create their own graphic organizers on the computer. Be ready to help with any technological problems. Once the graphic organizers have been completed, students should get into groups of 2s or 3s and present them. Each student will explain how they will use it to write their narrative in the next lesson. Also, discussions should take place between the students about what was successful and what could be improved on. For homework, students should think of the advice their peers have given them and add more detail to their graphic organizers accordingly. Closure is really important to help students understand the lesson. Therefore, recap the evidence outcomes and explain that the next lesson will apply what was learned to begin their narratives.